Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. All right. GLP-1s. Okay. Let's talk about them, right? They're everywhere. Everyone is on them. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. Right. They're in the zeitgeist everywhere. We got the schools of thought that everybody should be on them. We got the schools of thought that nobody should be on them. Where do we stand, right? What's the real information? And what do they do, right? And what's their purpose? And how can they help us or not help us in midlife, right? In this midlife portion where we're tending because estrogen is becoming chaotic, our cortisol is going up, we're getting more visceral fat, we're tend to getting more belly fat and midsection weight gain. Okay. So can they actually help us, right? And the cool part is they really can, but not the way that they're necessarily helping other people. Okay. Midlife weight gain is not calories in and calories out. The way that we think about weight gain and weight loss and obesity now has changed and is very different. There is some, play of calories in, calories out. Obviously, you can't eat, 12,000 calories a day and do nothing, right? But it's a little bit different. Okay. There's way more nuance to it than just what you put in your mouth and what expenditure you have out. It's different than that. And especially at midlife, because as estrogen declines, cortisol does go up and other things happen, and we get more abdominal fat, we get more visceral fat. Remember, visceral fat is active, it's metabolically active. We become more insulin resistant, right? And then progesterone drops, we get more water retention. Testosterone declines, and we have less muscle and slower metabolism. Our insulin resistance creeps up and we're storing more and more fat, right? And we know those good old mitochondria, they're slowing down too. And if we're not repairing them, then here's the problem, right? I hear a lot of women say I'm eating less than ever, but still gaining weight. It's based on physiology. It's based on physiology. So do GLP-1s work for midlife? They certainly do. GLP-1s improve insulin sensitivity, improve blood sugar stability, inflammation. They do regulate appetite, cravings, and they help metabolic rate, which is great. We know that GLP-1s do improve inflammation and improve insulin. So that's great, right? Um, that's that's great. So GLP-1s cannot though, hear me when I say this. GLP-1s do not replace the work you need to do. Okay. They can be a tool in the toolbox, but if you are not using them appropriately and you're not doing the other things, you are harming yourself. If you've gotten to this point in your life and you still believe that there is a quick fix for anything in life, you are sadly mistaken. I'm here to rain on your parade. There is not a quick fix. There is not one thing that is going to fix everything for you. Brutal honesty. Brutal honesty. And this is where I see it becoming a problem, okay? Is women get on GLP-1s and they undereat. All right. And what happens? Now they're losing muscle mass, which guess what? Now you're slowing down your metabolism. You're losing hair, you're fatigued, and you will rebound your weight gain when you come off a GLP-1. We have got to build muscle. Muscle increases our basic metabolic rate, the amount that we burn calories when we're just sitting here. So, under eating, not an option. Mistake number two, you're not eating protein. Okay. Protein is the number one metabolic driver after 40. Okay. So, having GLP-1s without protein, you're making a weaker version of yourself. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Mistake number three, not strength training. GLP-1s and not strength training equals muscle loss. Guess what you're doing? You're making your metabolism tank even farther, right? And even farther. And then using GLP-1s and not supporting or optimizing your hormones also does not help because um, we're working on part of a system and we're not optimizing the other. It's like, it's like being on hormones and not doing mitochondria repair. It's like being on hormones and not optimizing your basic supplementation, right? You're not going to get the bang for your buck that you're looking for if you're not doing all of the things. Okay. So, what do GLP-1s do though? They do a good job at reducing food noise, and that is very helpful, right? From a cortisol insulin perspective. We know that they do decrease inflammation. So that helps. And they do regulate blood sugar and insulin, and they help us think a little bit more clearly and give a little bit more energy, which then helps us what? want to work out, right? Want to drink the water, want to eat better because we are actually having a little bit more energy. We do feel a little bit better. We're not as inflamed, right? And so then we want to do, and then our bodies feel capable and able to do the things that we need to do for sustained weight loss and health optimization. What they don't do is they don't build muscle, right? They don't build muscle on their own. They don't fix low testosterone. They don't reverse mitochondrial dysfunction. And they can't undo decades of undereating, overeating. Do not compensate for no protein. And they cannot create a lifestyle that you can maintain. Hear what I just said. GLP-1s on their own cannot create a lifestyle that you can maintain. They are not magic. Nothing is. They are not magic. They are tools. They are very powerful tools that are awesome. And when used precisionally, are amazing. We can have amazing results, change people's lives. But the tools alone don't build the house. Okay. The tools alone do not build the house. Okay. If you're giving every 40 plus woman a strategy, if I had to give every 40 plus woman a strategy, it would be this. And this is blanket. Remember, we need to make this towards you. Stabilize your insulin, which GLP-1s can help. Okay. Build muscle, non negotiable. The more muscle you have, the better off we are. Eat protein. Eat protein. We need this for so many reasons. Optimize mitochondria, optimize your hormones, support your basic metabolic functions and basic functions in the body, CoQ10, creatinine, magnesium, omega 3s, right? Support those mitochondria, whether it's methylene blue, low dose naltrexone. We got to focus on sleep in decreasing our stress load, which I know sounds crazy, right? But simple things, right? We're activating that parasympathetic nervous system. Rebound weight gain is common. Um, and for many reasons, right? Obesity is very complex. It is very complex, and I would say that it is a chronic illness. Okay, and if you've struggled with it all of your life, you understand that and you can appreciate that. But why the rage is so crazy and I like, oh, if you go off, you gain all this weight is because we're not doing the work. We're not doing the work. This is a tool. We have to do the work. We have to build the muscle. We have to optimize the hormones. We have to get our nutrition the best we can. We have to get those basic, fundamental things down. We have to build the muscle. We have to eat the protein. Okay. Even well on the medicine. And even sometimes we're staying on it, right? We're microdosing, we're doing all of these things um, just to be better. So the moral of the story is, can GLP-1s help you lose weight? Yes, they are a powerful tool in the toolbox. But like I said, they don't build the house, right? The tools alone don't build the house. We have to do all the other things to build the house. Okay. So GLP-1s can be very powerful in a midlife weight gain, in any weight gain. We're using it for teenagers. We're using it for elderly patients. We're using it for cardiovascular stuff. So yes, it can be a very, very powerful tool when used the right way. It is not going to fix anything and it is not going to reverse the things that you're not doing. Okay. So GLP-1s are a strong tool. We can use them precision guided missile, but you got to be doing all the rest of the things too. Okay. So if you're committed, you're committed. You want to lose weight, you want to feel better. Yeah. And a lot of times we start with the GLP-1, right? And a lot of times doctors will say, Go lose 10 pounds first and then come back and we'll do it. No, I don't believe that. And the reason is it's hard, right? If you already are metabolically inflamed and you're overweight and you have a lot of inflammation, if I can give you a GLP-1 to decrease your inflammation, to help you lose a little bit of weight, it will start making you feel better and you will have the energy and your body will feel good and you will want to go do those things. So a lot of times I'll start with the GLP-1 and we'll work in all of the rest of the things as we work together. I would never start anyone in GLP-1 and let them go alone. And that's why I don't love these online things. I'm really glad that, we have access, but having access to a GLP-1 without the support is reckless, right? What we need is the support all around it because it's a tool, right? It's a tool in the toolbox. Um, so I hope this was helpful. If you think GLP-1s are for you, reach out to a provider, but I beg you that you work with somebody that is going to help you institute all of those other things, right? And if you're doing all of those other things, then maybe this is that right little last precision guided thing that you need. Okay? Yay! It's another tool in the toolbox that we have when used appropriately to help us get where we need to be for that longevity, that health span, increasing our number of years that we live well. Okay, ladies, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friend, send it to them if they need to hear about it. We need to get the word out and we need to be as educated as possible on all the tools that we have and how to use them properly. Okay, properly and safely. Until next time, stay well.